Cage, Saturday, of course.
Whoa,
Big day for the Crows on Saturday. Goodwin.
Yeah.
Burton, Macleod, Hentschel, whether Hentschel goes around or not.
Unbelievable, generally.
Yeah, look, I mean, they've each had something special, haven't they? I mean, when you talk about the legends of the club, no doubt you're going to talk about Macleod, you're going to talk about Goodwin.
Yep.
When you talk about greats of the club, you're going to talk about the Birdman, a human highlight reel, but he has been one of the great players for the club. Trent Hentschel, there has not been perhaps a more courageous player coming back from injury and doing what Trent's done. Those four players, they evoke an emotion around you, don't they? So on the game on Saturday, you can see a fair bit of emotion at some stage when those four appear.
Look, it'll be a terrific day. It'll be a sad day because, you don't want to lose your champions, but I guess it comes to all players at some stage of their career. But they've been wonderful ambassadors, terrific footballers, but it'll be a special day. But the big question now, of course, is how can they replace that experience, that expertise?
Can't.
The brilliance. You can't do it.
Nope.
It's not going to happen overnight. And now we'll see, of course, a new culture emerge over time from some of the younger players. Whilst they've been under the umbrella of Macca and Goody and the Birdman and Tyson Edwards, they'll now create their own culture under their new leader, whether that's Van Berlo, Rutten or Bernie Vince. So it's a whole brand new ball game. Exciting, challenging. It'll be demanding, so it'll be an interesting time, General.
All right, 1996, of course, Malcolm Blight comes into town. We see Tony McGuinness, McDermott, Jarman and Greg Anderson go. Four very, very good players over a long period of time. A lot of experience there, but left behind in the group. Peter Vardy, Ben Hark, Mark Bickley, Mark Rasciuto. So there was a wealth of experience that this group isn't going to have. So I think you'll find over the next 2 years they're a very talented young group, the Crows. I think 2013, barring injuries and anything else, Cage, is the year you might see the Crows back in the grand final.
Well, it'll be interesting. That's the challenge. You've still got Graham Johncock, you've got Benny Rutten, you've got Scotty Stevens. So there's a little bit of experience there, but you're right. It's a whole brand new spanking ball game here, and it'll be an enormous challenge for the Adelaide Football Club. They've said from day one they believe they've got the talent there that can take them where they want to go. So, hey, the ball is very much at the feet of the players now, the club, the coaches, everybody involved with the Adelaide Footy Club. But look, it's been an exciting time. It's been a wonderful time. They've won back-to-back premierships. We've seen some champions, some of the greatest players of all time from the AFL emerge from South Australia. So, look, we've just got to be grateful that we're here to see it. Yep,
and you need to be there Saturday, 3:40 at Amy Stadium to see those boys go around, because it's something you'll want to talk about later in your life. And at the moment, it might not seem that important to get there, but believe me, you want to get there so you can discuss it with your young kids at a later time. Simon Goodwin, Cage, before we go, I know Collingwood have spoken to him. I know Essendon have spoken to him. The Gold Coast have spoken to him.
He denies that.
Yes, well, or maybe they've spoken to his manager. They haven't spoken to Goody yet. The Crows have spoken to him. There's probably a couple of others in the mix. If you had to take a punt, where would you see him go?
Well,
he's going to go somewhere.
He is going to go. So Adelaide have spoken to him too. So are they the wild card in all this, or is Goody better off by going somewhere brand spanking new, under a different culture, under a different coach, a different voice? People will tell you that that's probably the way he should go. But when you talk of a club that has a special person, which Goody is, not just as a player, but as a person, as an individual, he's a terrific human being. They're hard to come by.
Oh, no question. It's always hard to leave home. And I think if the offer's on the table from Adelaide, that's the really difficult one. But for his development as a coach, he needs to get some new ideas. He needs to be in an environment where he can be stimulated by new people. Now, that doesn't mean he can't go to the Institute of Sport when the draft days are on down there and glean a lot of knowledge. It's harder for him to get that extra dose of knowledge as quickly as he could if he went somewhere else.
He probably will go somewhere else. I'd love to see him go to the Western Bulldogs, who spoke about him a couple of weeks back, being sort of keen to talk to him. So, look, wherever he goes...
We're nearly at the stage where we've got to name the clubs that wouldn't be talking to him.
Exactly right. Wherever he goes, you can be sure of one thing. In time, he'll be a very, very successful, in my view, senior coach. There's no doubt, in my opinion, he'll be one day a very successful senior coach.
Yeah, he'll be a very successful senior coach at the Adelaide Crows, Cage. That's where you'll see him.
Well, that's...
and long term, that's where you'll see Simon Goodwin.
I hope you're right, gentlemen, because he's an Adelaide boy. And
it'll be a while, but you'll see him back here.
Super bloke. Well done.